The magnetic you, becoming irresistibly engaging. Have you ever experienced the sharp sting of feeling invisible to someone you deeply value, as if your emotions and sentiments are dismissed, your presence rendered insignificant? It's a uniquely painful experience, a subtle form of rejection that can leave you questioning your worth and the dynamics of your closest relationships. They may disregard your feelings as unimportant or fail to prioritize you, no matter how much affection and commitment you demonstrate. But what if you held the power to subtly shift this dynamic, to cultivate an irresistible allure that draws others to value and prioritize you? What if you could transform yourself into someone whose presence is eagerly sought and cherished? This transformation isn't about manipulation or playing games, it's about cultivating self-worth, setting healthy boundaries, and understanding the subtle nuances of human interaction. It's about recognizing your inherent value and projecting that confidence outwards, creating a magnetic pull that attracts those who genuinely appreciate your presence. This extensive guide will unveil 10 essential principles to transform yourself into a person who is irresistibly engaging and whom others eagerly want in their lives. Each principle we will explore is a crucial piece of the puzzle, and understanding their interconnectedness is key to changing the dynamics of your relationships for the better. This isn't a passive journey, it's an active process of self-discovery and personal growth. Prepare to embark on a transformative adventure, learning how to cultivate your inner magnetism and attract the kind of relationships you truly deserve. Remember, the most profound transformations begin with subtle shifts in perspective and unwavering dedication to self-improvement. It's about understanding that you are worthy of being valued, cherished, and prioritized, and taking the necessary steps to create a life that reflects that truth. This exploration will arm you with the tools and knowledge to become the most irresistibly engaging version of yourself, attracting meaningful connections and fostering relationships built on mutual respect, appreciation, and genuine affection. 10 Essential Rules to Ignite Your Irresistible Allure. Embrace the enigma, don't reveal everything, become mysterious. In a world saturated with information, where every detail of our lives is often meticulously curated and broadcasted for public consumption, the power of mystery is often overlooked. We live in an age where vulnerability is celebrated, and authenticity is prized, but there's a subtle art to sharing yourself without completely giving yourself away. The allure of the unknown beckons, and within this mystery lies your power. To be everywhere is to be nowhere, as Seneca wisely stated. Let this profound statement be your guiding principle. Be present, be engaged, be authentic, yet retain an air of mystery. Much like a captivating book with some chapters subtly veiled, invite others to leaf through the pages with a growing sense of intrigue. In conversations, resist the urge to overshare or reveal every aspect of your life all at once. Instead, share in a measured, thoughtful manner, unveiling your life's tapestry thread by thread, allowing others to weave their interest and curiosity into the gaps. This approach transforms your persona into a riddle, a puzzle they yearn to solve. It heightens their anticipation, drawing them deeper into the labyrinth of your character. Imagine yourself as a vast and unexplored landscape. The old you might have felt the need to map out every corner, to reveal every hidden treasure immediately. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of mystery, allows others to discover the beauty and wonder of your landscape at their own pace. You share glimpses of breathtaking vistas, hints of hidden waterfalls, and whispers of ancient secrets, piquing their curiosity and drawing them deeper into the exploration. Consider the historical figure of Cleopatra. Her allure wasn't just in her beauty or power, but in the enigma she cultivated around herself. She was a leader shrouded in mystery, her motives and thoughts often obscured, making her an eternally fascinating figure in history. Her strategic use of silence, her carefully crafted persona, and her ability to keep others guessing were key to her political and personal success. She understood that the unknown is often more powerful than the known, and she masterfully wielded the power of mystery to her advantage. Let your actions and words be unpredictable, like a winding path through an uncharted territory. This unpredictability will magnetize others, pulling them closer in their quest to understand the depths of your soul. Don't be easily categorized or defined. Embrace your individuality, your quirks, and your unique perspectives. This will make you more intriguing and captivating to those around you. Think about the impact of constant oversharing on your relationships. When you reveal every detail of your life immediately, you leave little room for discovery or intrigue. You may inadvertently create a sense of boredom or predictability, diminishing your allure and making it less likely that others will invest in getting to know you on a deeper level. By preserving this air of mystery, you invite them to explore, to discover, to be part of your journey. To put it simply, your life is not an open book for all to read, but a series of unfolding chapters, each revealing a little more of the complex, compelling individual you are. By preserving this air of mystery, you become an irresistible presence, leaving others longing for just a little more. This isn't about being dishonest or manipulative, it's about understanding the power of intrigue and allowing others to discover the layers of your personality at their own pace. It's about cultivating a sense of wonder and excitement in your relationships, keeping others engaged and eager to learn more about the fascinating individual you are. Cultivate irreplaceability, create a fear of losing you. It's a common human tendency to overlook what is easily accessible, to take for granted the things that are always readily available. But perspectives shift dramatically when there's a risk of loss. Suddenly, the things we once took for granted become precious, and we realize the true value of what we stand to lose. Envision yourself as an irreplaceable entity in their lives, someone whose absence leaves a gaping hole. You aren't just another option, you are a vital necessity. How is this achieved? By embodying the essence of independence and self-reliance. Your life is a riveting journey, one that is complete and fulfilling on its own, regardless of their presence. It's this air of confidence and autonomy that draws people in. They see being a part of your life not as a basic entitlement, but as a cherished privilege. Imagine yourself as a rare and exotic flower, blooming in a unique and vibrant garden. The old you might have felt the need to be constantly watered and nurtured by others to survive. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of irreplaceability, has cultivated deep roots and learned to thrive independently. You radiate beauty and strength, attracting admirers who are drawn to your unique and captivating presence. This approach aligns with the Stoic philosophy. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your strength lies in your self-sufficiency and the unique adventure that is your life. People will begin to understand that you're not just another individual seeking their attention, but rather a formidable presence in their lives. They will start to exert more effort to keep you. It's not to chase affection or beg for bits of attention, you're here to be valued. They should be the ones striving for your attention. Therefore, foster a subtle fear of losing you. Let them actively seek to be a part of your world, recognizing you as a prized treasure. You are not just a participant in this game of life, you are an essential victor they cannot afford to lose. Think about the dynamics of supply and demand. When something is scarce, it becomes more valuable. Similarly, when your time and attention are limited, they become more desirable. By not being constantly available, you create a sense of scarcity that makes others appreciate your presence even more. A fitting example to illustrate this point is the dynamic between Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak during the early days of Apple. Wozniak, a brilliant engineer, was integral to the creation of the first Apple computers. His technical expertise and innovative designs were pivotal in establishing Apple's early success. Jobs, recognizing Wozniak's unique talents and the value he brought to their venture, worked tirelessly not only to collaborate but also to support and amplify Wozniak's contribution. In this partnership, Wozniak wasn't just a co-founder, he was an essential force whose potential loss would have significantly impacted both Jobs' vision and Apple's future. This dynamic illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing unique contributions, embodying the essence of making oneself an irreplaceable asset in any collaborative effort. Radiate joy, create your own happiness from within. In the quest for fulfilling relationships, we often make the mistake of seeking happiness from external sources, relying on others to fill a void within ourselves. We believe that if we can just find the right partner, the right friends, or the right circumstances, we will finally be happy. However, true happiness is not something to be found, it's something to be created from within. This principle emphasizes the belief that true happiness is an internal creation. It's about embracing self-confidence, satisfaction, and independence, traits that inherently make you more appealing. Instead of relying on others for your joy, you nurture your own sense of fulfillment. This independence and self-assuredness carry an undeniable allure, making you more attractive to those around you. Individuals who exude confidence and positivity are naturally magnetic. Imagine yourself as a radiant sun, emanating warmth and light. The old you might have relied on others to fuel your energy, seeking validation and approval from external sources. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of self-generated happiness, has cultivated an internal source of energy that is independent of external circumstances. You shine brightly, attracting others who are drawn to your warmth and positivity. By achieving happiness within yourself, you become a beacon of hope and inspiration to others. In creating your own happiness, you send a message that you are not in pursuit of completion through someone else. You are a whole, content individual on your own. This approach is engaging because it doesn't burden others with the responsibility of making you happy. Your aim is not to find joy in another but to share the joy you've cultivated, thereby enhancing the lives of those around you. Your presence becomes compelling, shining with the light of positivity and confidence that inevitably attracts others. Think about the impact of relying on others for your happiness. It can create a sense of dependency and neediness that can be overwhelming and unattractive to potential partners and friends. It can also lead to disappointment and resentment when others inevitably fail to meet your expectations. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This quote encapsulates the essence of generating one's own happiness. Remember Theodore Roosevelt. Despite facing numerous personal challenges, including the loss of his wife and mother on the same day, Roosevelt embodied the principle of creating his own happiness. He pursued a life of vigor, engaging in activities like boxing, exploring the Badlands, and dedicating himself to public service. His robust personality and zest for life did not stem from external validation or circumstances but from a deep internal well of resilience and joy. Roosevelt's infectious enthusiasm and self-reliance not only defined his personal life but also made him a charismatic and beloved leader. His ability to find joy and purpose within himself, regardless of external challenges, made him an admirable figure in history, illustrating the power of self-generated happiness. Be a sought-after treasure, be costly and let them invest in you. We live in a world of instant gratification, where everything is readily available at the touch of a button. This has created a culture of disposability, where things are easily acquired and easily discarded. However, true value is not found in what is easily obtained, but in what requires effort, commitment, and investment. Understand that you are a rare find, a gem that others should aspire to hold. The value you carry isn't merely in being present, but in being a significant, intentional part of someone's life. Remember, what is easily gained is often lightly valued. True appreciation emerges from effort and commitment. As they pour their time, emotions, and energy into your life, their attachment to you grows stronger, transforming you from a fleeting interest into a cherished presence. Imagine yourself as a priceless work of art, carefully crafted and exquisitely detailed. The old you might have felt the need to be readily available for viewing, eager to display your beauty to anyone who passed by. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of being costly, understands that your value is enhanced by your exclusivity. You are selectively displayed, attracting admirers who are willing to invest their time and energy in appreciating your artistry. Your role isn't to seek their attention or love desperately, rather, it's to show that you are a meaningful, enriching addition to their existence, worthy of their earnest pursuit. Allow them the opportunity to invest in you, making your presence a prized aspect of their life they wouldn't want to lose. Think about the concept of delayed gratification. When we work hard to achieve something, we appreciate it more. Similarly, when others invest their time and energy in getting to know you, they are more likely to value your presence in their lives. Reflect on the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca: "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This embodies the essence of your worth. It is not just in being, but in being sought after and strived for. Consider the saga of Alexander the Great and his teacher Aristotle. Aristotle, a philosopher of immense wisdom and knowledge, wasn't just another tutor in the young prince's life. He presented himself as a beacon of knowledge and strategic thinking, essential for ruling an empire. Alexander, known for his ambition and intellect, understood the value of Aristotle's teachings and invested considerable time and effort in learning from him. This wasn't a typical student-teacher relationship, it was a bond where the students saw the teacher as a crucial asset, a treasure trove of wisdom that required earnest pursuit and respect. Aristotle's approach in educating Alexander wasn't of easy accessibility but of a challenging journey towards wisdom, making his teachings a prized component of Alexander's eventual greatness. Maintain your orbit, don't make them the center of your life. In the intoxicating early stages of a relationship, it's easy to lose yourself in the other person, to let their presence consume your thoughts and actions. You want to spend every waking moment with them, and your world begins to revolve entirely around them. However, this can be a dangerous trap, leading to dependency, resentment, and a loss of your own identity. It's crucial to remember that your life should not revolve entirely around someone else. Picture yourself as a lone luminous star shining in the night, fueled by your unique light and vitality. You have your own path, independent of anyone else's orbit. It's important not to let your world become narrowly focused on another person, making them the epicenter of your existence. You have your own dreams, ambitions, and a distinct identity. This mindset creates an enigmatic allure, keeping them intrigued by the facets of your life and what drives you. Your autonomous spirit and adventurous demeanor add an attractive dimension to the relationship. Imagine yourself as a vibrant and multifaceted gem, reflecting light in countless directions. The old you might have felt the need to focus all your light on one particular person, hoping to illuminate their world. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of maintaining your own orbit, understands that your brilliance is enhanced by your diversity. You continue to shine in countless directions, attracting others who are drawn to your multifaceted beauty. It's about complementing each other's lives while maintaining your distinctiveness. By not placing them at the core of your existence, your allure and appeal grow. Living a life outside unnecessary relationships' boundaries allows you to continue developing, bringing excitement and a refreshing sense of freedom to your partnership. Think about the benefits of having your own interests and hobbies. It gives you something to talk about, something to be passionate about, and something to contribute to the relationship beyond just your presence. It also allows you to maintain your individuality and avoid becoming completely dependent on your partner for your happiness. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, once said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This quote resonates deeply with the principle of maintaining your independence in relationships. Let's take, for instance, a well-known figure from history, Sir Isaac Newton, a brilliant scientist whose contributions changed our understanding of the universe. Despite his groundbreaking work and the intense demands it placed on him, he maintained a rich personal life filled with hobbies, friendships, and his own pursuits. His ability to balance his professional achievements with a robust personal identity made him not only a remarkable scientist but also a well-rounded individual admired not just for his intellect but also for his independence and personal depth. This balance of personal independence alongside professional dedication presents a compelling example of how maintaining one's individuality can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Champion your worth, prioritize your own needs first. In the intricate dance of relationships, it's easy to get caught up in the needs and desires of others, often at the expense of our own well-being. We strive to be good partners, good friends, good family members, and in the process, we can forget to prioritize ourselves. This can lead to feelings of resentment, burnout, and a sense of being undervalued. This rule emphasizes the paramount importance of putting your own needs and well-being first in any relationship. It's essential to assert your worth and steer clear of situations where you're undervalued and not treated with the respect you deserve. You have a profound understanding of your own value, and you refuse to settle for less. Your happiness and self-esteem are not up for compromise with someone who doesn't treat you with the necessary care and respect. Imagine yourself as a precious vessel, filled with love, compassion, and kindness. The old you might have felt the need to constantly pour out your contents for others, depleting yourself in the process. But the new you, the one who has embraced the power of prioritizing your own needs, understands that you must first fill your own vessel before you can effectively share with others. You prioritize self-care, setting boundaries, and ensuring that your own needs are met. By prioritizing your own needs and happiness, you make a clear statement you will not allow anyone to belittle your feelings or undermine your self-worth. In any partnership, you are an equal, with your emotions and needs being of utmost importance. Remember, you are not here to be overshadowed or to seek approval from others. Your goal is to foster healthy, respectful relationships that are built on a foundation of self-respect. Standing up for yourself makes you more attractive and influential in anyone's life. Think about the impact of constantly neglecting your own needs. It can lead to feelings of resentment, burnout, and a loss of your own identity. It can also make you more vulnerable to manipulation and abuse. By prioritizing your own needs, you protect yourself from these dangers and create a foundation for healthy and fulfilling relationships. Essentially, this rule is a reminder that your well-being and self-respect are paramount and should always come first. This is about making your personal aspirations and interests a top priority. To echo the Stoic philosophy, as Marcus Aurelius said, it is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. This quote resonates with Rule 6, underscoring the importance of how you perceive and react to situations in relationships. Reflecting on Rule 6, the life of Roman general and statesman Lucius Quinctius Cincinnatus serves as a potent example. Cincinnatus, celebrated for his military and political acumen, was equally renowned for his steadfast adherence to his personal principles and self-respect. Despite the allure of political power and the persuasions of allies, he consistently prioritized his values and integrity. When not needed, he chose the simplicity of his farm over the trappings of power, distancing himself from those who did not respect his principles. His story exemplifies the importance of prioritizing one's own needs and values, a testament to the strength inherent in self-respect and the prioritization of personal well-being in all facets of life. Value your time, don't be always available. In a world that glorifies busyness and productivity, it's easy to fall into the trap of constantly being available, of responding to every message, every email, every request immediately. We fear that if we're not always accessible, we will be perceived as uninterested, unhelpful, or even unworthy. However, this constant availability can be detrimental to our own well-being and can actually diminish our allure to others. The rarest gems aren't found at every corner. Similarly, your availability should not be limitless. Recognize the value of your time, it's a resource that shouldn't be freely dispensed at the whim of others. Prioritize your own life's narrative. Imagine a life where you're not constantly on standby, where your existence isn't anchored by the expectations of others. You have your own universe to explore, and those who enter it are privileged. Balance is key. Avoid being perpetually on call, awaiting their message or serving their needs at every turn. Demonstrate that your time and focus are precious. Individuals are naturally drawn to those who have their own passions and agendas. When it's clear you're not just lingering in wait, it sparks their interest. They begin to ponder over your engagements, cultivating a sense of longing. Continuous availability suggests they can access you at their leisure, but remember, you're not just anyone, you are an investment. This isn't about playing games, it's about showing that you have a vibrant life with or without their presence. By not always being at their beck and call, they learn to value the time they have with you. So resist the temptation to be constantly accessible. Think about the impact of constant availability on your own well-being. It can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and burnout. It can also prevent you from pursuing your own interests and goals. By valuing your time and setting boundaries, you protect your own well-being and create space for the things that are truly important to you. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This speaks to the importance of valuing your own time and perception over the fear of missing out or being less available to others. Reflect upon the tale of Ada Lovelace, a woman of profound intellect and creativity. A mathematician and writer, is often celebrated as one of the first computer programmers. Despite living in an era where women's roles were narrowly defined, Ada did not conform to the societal expectations of constantly being available or subserving. Instead, she immersed herself in her work, exploring complex mathematical theories and collaborating with notable contemporaries like Charles Babbage. Her focus on her own projects and her unwillingness to be perpetually accessible added to her mystique and allure. Ida's story is a testament to the power of maintaining one's individuality and the magnetic appeal it can generate. Her life was not a reactive one, waiting on others; rather, she carved her own path, captivating those around her by the sheer force of her focused passion and intellect. Let them pursue, stop starting the conversation all the time. In the modern era of instant communication, the onus of initiating conversations can often fall disproportionately on one person in a relationship, and it's worth recognizing why one shouldn't always be the instigator. The essence of Rule 8 lies in cultivating a balanced approach to initiating communication in any relationship. It's about understanding that constantly being the one to start conversations might not always be beneficial. Letting the other person also take the initiative at times is vital. This approach doesn't only show that your life is rich with other interests and activities, but it also serves as a barometer for their interest in you. Perpetually initiating contact might unintentionally send a message of always being readily available, perhaps too eager. This isn't about playing mind games, it's about fostering a sense of mutual respect and effort in the relationship. Think about the message you send when you're always the one to reach out. It can create a sense of imbalance, making the other person feel entitled to your attention and less likely to reciprocate. By allowing them to take the initiative, you give them the opportunity to show that they value your presence in their life and that they are willing to invest their time and energy in communicating with you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In the context of communication, this means not mirroring behaviors that can lead to imbalance or feelings of being taken for granted. It's about maintaining your dignity and self-respect, not engaging in a relentless pursuit of attention or validation. Master your emotions, don't be too emotionally attached. In the realm of human connection, emotions are the vibrant colors that paint the canvas of our relationships. They fuel our passions, deepen our bonds, and add richness to our experiences. However, just as a painting can be overwhelmed by too much color, a relationship can be unbalanced by excessive emotional attachment. This highlights the art of emotional balance in the journey to becoming a priority in someone's life. It emphasizes the importance of not letting your emotions dominate the dynamics of a relationship, ensuring that your needs are not only heard but also respected. It's about striking the right chord between sharing your feelings and maintaining a level-headed demeanor. While emotions are integral to who we are, overexpression can sometimes cast a shadow over our true worth. Think about the impact of emotional overattachment on your relationships. It can create a sense of neediness, dependency, and even desperation, which can be overwhelming and unattractive to potential partners and friends. It can also lead to emotional instability, making you more vulnerable to manipulation and abuse. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. This quote encapsulates the essence of Rule 9, exercising patience and control over our emotional responses. Know when to walk away, be willing to leave them. Within the realm of relationships, the fear of losing someone can often lead to the erosion of personal boundaries and self-respect. This fear can manifest as a willingness to tolerate disrespect, neglect, or even abuse, all in the hope of preserving the connection. However, true strength lies not in clinging to relationships that diminish our worth, but in having the courage to walk away. Embracing the power to step back from a relationship that fails to honor your worth is the essence of Rule 10. This rule underscores the vital importance of recognizing your value and maintaining unwavering self-respect. It's crucial to set clear boundaries and expectations for how you wish to be treated in any relationship. When these standards are consistently unmet, it becomes imperative to have the courage to move on irrespective of the emotional bonds that may exist. This action is not one of insensitivity, rather, it's a crucial act of self-care. It stands as a testament to your dedication to self-respect and a firm refusal to sacrifice your well-being for someone who doesn't appreciate your worth. Think about the message you send when you're willing to tolerate disrespect or neglect. It signals that you don't value yourself and that you're willing to accept less than you deserve. This can perpetuate a cycle of mistreatment, making it less likely that you will be treated with the respect and consideration you deserve. In showing your readiness to exit, you also send a powerful message to the other person highlighting the seriousness of the situation. This realization can prompt them to understand the importance of prioritizing and valuing you if they wish to continue having you in their life. Your goal isn't to desperately hold on to relationships that don't enhance your joy and self-esteem, rather, it's to cultivate relationships that are healthy and based on mutual respect. Sometimes this means finding the fortitude to let go when it's necessary. In the spirit of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This sentiment captures the essence of Rule 10, the understanding that your inner strength and self-respect are within your control even when external relationships are not. Take the example of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor known for his philosophical wisdom and leadership. Despite his immense power and influence, he often found himself in complex political alliances that didn't align with his principles. In these instances, he chose to distance himself from such alliances, demonstrating that even in positions of great power and attachment one must be willing to walk away from situations or relationships that compromise one's integrity and self-worth. His choice reflects the essence of this rule, the importance of prioritizing personal values and self-respect over staying in relationships or situations that fail to recognize our worth. Unleashing your irresistible self, a summary of magnetic principles. We've explored 10 key strategies for making yourself an unforgettable presence in others' lives. These include maintaining a sense of mystery, not being overly available, letting others invest in you, and prioritizing your own needs. It's crucial to strike a balance in how you communicate and to ensure you don't center your life entirely around someone else. Cultivating your own happiness and emotional stability makes you more attractive. Remember, it's essential to value yourself and be ready to walk away from relationships that don't appreciate your worth. This isn't just about seeking attention, it's about forming healthy, respectful relationships.